All right, Travis, thank you. In Mower County, protesters voiced fears over potential cuts and changes to Social Security today, and others claim those concerns are excessive. Our Sananda McCall takes us to Austin to hear from both sides on the discussions surrounding the federally funded program.
A crowd has gathered in Austin to fight against what they say is a threat to Social Security, and protesters of a hands-off rally say they're working to get ahead of any potential changes. People protested in Austin against potential Social Security cuts and Elon Musk's comments calling the program a Ponzi scheme. The rally was in response to prior actions of the Trump administration.
He has a tendency to, shoot first and say, I'm sorry later. They make a lot of mistakes that they try to walk back later. They say that they didn't have access. DOJ has access to our data. I don't want them playing around with my Social Security number.
Jake Johnson, a Democratic candidate for Congress, attended and spoke to the crowd.
Even if it's not currently actively being cut as we speak, the very fact that people within our government are talking about it being a Ponzi scheme or something that wouldn't be an ironclad promise is incredibly troubling to a lot of folks.
Johnson stressed the importance of representation and addressing Social Security concerns. Attendees also expressed concerns about SSA staffing cuts impacting service.
We've got chainsaw-wielding billionaires who are actively taking apart vital pieces of our government. We can't wait until it's too late. We need to be proactive.
Mower County GOP Chair Doran Kasel says protesters are overreacting out of fear. He shared his perspective on what's going on in the White House.
They are looking into fraud. They've identified several things of fraud in Social Security.
In January 2025, 73 million people receive Social Security benefits. However, the SSA recently announced job cuts and office closures, leading to concerns about servicing. While Kasel believes Johnson's presence at the rally fueled unnecessary controversy, both parties agree on Social Security's importance.
It is a valid and needed benefit to our elderly population. I mean, once folks are retired and no longer working, a lot of folks rely on that.
Sananda McCall, KIMT News 3.
All right, Sananda, thank you so much. Johnson has announced he will be running against Republican Brad Finstad for Minnesota's 1st congressional district seat.